I'm a non-professor. Let me introduce myself. I'm Gan. I'm a lawyer by profession. Okay, this place is to disseminate information about our Wangkang practices. Done in 17th of December, together with China. Of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. They have got various lists, urgent. Okay? You cannot suddenly just want to bring one heritage and then put it to UNESCO and then give UNESCO to say that this is ICH. Anything that is of national heritage status will have a gazette. Gazette means you have to go through parliament, be debated, then finally make it Jabatan Warisan Negara for our heritage board. Okay, so they will on the
UNESCO festival, but internationals. They can choose any of the festival under Greece. So, but Malaysia is one of the first festivals under this ICA. So definitely we want to come and.
Do you all know Kueh Chang? You all eat Kueh Chang? Winter solstice, baca, the dumpling. Yeah, they do during winter solstice day. Yeah? We to have submitted and claim this to be ours, although Wangkang originates from China, and we got an approval. It belongs to the world through the nomination. Who claimed first plays the part in this case. Okay, but then I would rather, as the practice some cultural heritage to be your national heritage and subsequently work until international level. Always remember about building bridges. Okay, yeah, because it's very not so nice to hear that our bacang, which is from China, now becomes South Korea. Correct or not?
With the blessing of
the blessing of the Onglia. Okay, alright. 2015, the story is such. I brought my good friend from China. Came here, and then we signed a twin club between our Baba Nyonya Association and status kind of activities. So he threw this idea. He says, why not we go for joint nomination? And then we know that this nomination cannot be done by us. It has to be, just now I said, actually everyone start. The link already link up. Okay, once the link up already, we were supposed to put in 2017. So we left with 1 month only to do the whole dossier. Okay? And it was done during that 1 month. Okay? And who did the dossier? Our officer. Okay. But our minister said, no, I have already said out to the press. Also okay, yeah? But I say we have got one big problem. 4 fellow can carry. What's the difference? Is using food Chuan from various countries to be the oldest original photo of Wangkang. Now I talk about Wangkang. That is Wangkang. Okay. So what do we use Wangkang for?
For the deity to sail on to inspect.
For the deity to sail on to inspect. The deity can sit on horse also. Why use Wangkang?
Because the horse will drown in the water.
The horse will drown in the water. Yeah. All the whole Hyati, the good brothers, all the wandering souls. The Chinese believe that whatever catastrophe or uneasiness that happened is due to
that is
unsettled feeling of the dead. And invite all these all these wandering souls where actually you see the hawk serve as the sailors for Ongya to help patrol this world and make sure shower us the living with good fortunes and good blessings. Song I say do cannot okay. Here in Malacca, unlike in China or any other place, China, Taiwan, or even in Indonesia, it is very fixed time. But Malacca, no.
You already.
Alright? But later I will tell you how we communicate with Ongya. Okay? Ongya will come, Ongya will say, I want you all to do a wangkang in 2020, which month, which date. Then Ongya will ask, can or not? You have to prepare this wholeheartedly. Don't fight among yourself. You must cooperate, do the best to your best of ability. Ongya just never tell me that COVID will be coming. Then we need to use a lot of masks, right? If only Ongya told me that, I would have stored up 5 containers of masks. And today I wouldn't do explanation. I'm so rich. Every day I go karaoke. Selling masks. Hey, this mask, 5 ringgit. Now you buy how much? World COVID problem. And 2017, when Ongya tell us to do, Ongya already give us the name of that wangkang as Guo An Hao. Guo means country. An means peace. This name was given in 2021. 2021, Ongya asked us to do for 2024, January 11. You know what's the name of the wangkang? He An Hao. He. Ongya write some more. He. Tell us some more. Ren Yi Ko. What's the meaning? Mouth, right? He An Hao. So what is the problem? Now today's newspaper, or rather than that, today I just received one message from my informed that sugar, gula pasir, and local rice will be shortage in the market due to India being not enough to export to us. Rice is also not enough for neighboring countries to export. Senang cakap, coming to food shortage. Be careful. So 2021 I already know this. So that is why among all the brothers, I solved my own problem because I ran my own chicken. To do in 2021, possible thing, food shortage. Later you will see our souvenir that the Ongya prepare for all of us. It's actually a bowl of rice and chopsticks. Last one was 2012. Can anyone remember? H1N1. Before 2012, it was 2001. Can you all remember? SARS. Okay? Yeah? Before 2001, last was 1933.
1933.
Yong, the world economy, the whole world economy, 1933. Complete. Malaysia then, yes, the Great Depression. Malaysia then was producing a lot of getah, tin and getah is what? Rubber. Suddenly, I not from Sunway, not. Every time when Ongya asks us to do, surely there must be something bad. Alright? Then, next celebration should be 2031. Already say out. It's already in the newspaper. Okay? Ongya already say 2020 time. That Yu Wang Qian Sui already say the next time he comes is in 2031. 10月初一 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 means the month of the 10 month, first day of 10 month. Please tell everyone, do good, can. Stop there. Huh? Do more good, can. Okay? Can what? Can what? Do more good, can. 做多好事，可保。Stop there. 保什么？保命，保财。Okay? I use Mandarin, those I will help to what you interpret yourself now. Sometimes 天机不可泄露 understand? Sometimes being the army, the good brother come and pukul us. You try to be nastier than me, I can be as fierce as tiger. You try to be top than me, top this one, racun. Yeah, you try to. This is what?
Spinal.
Alipan, centipede.
Oh, I thought this is
Centipede, right? Centipede, right?
Yes.
Centipede, you kalau kena gigit macam sakit lah. You can die, right? Meaning your bisa, I can be more bisa than you. You garang, I can be more garang than you. But two things into one. But this is, if you look at it, it can also be our harimau punya, you know, all the. And this is that piece. This is the original piece. And we have been keeping for 104 years. And our friend has just shared share her body audio with this. Okay? Never mind lah. Okay. Thailand direct translation would be petik. Petik means plug. Plug. Captivate the spirit. Understand? But today we don't have any more Thailand food. Home. Then, no, it was a home then. Then after that, changed into a maternity home. Now I don't know whose house lah. Call the spirit. Understand? So number one, Hongya no. Currently we have no discipline. UNESCO nomination 10 minutes video, and then later the next video will be a shorter version.
Is concerned in the two countries and been transmitted for generations. The element is rooted as mission by the heaven to protect people and their lands from disasters on regular patrols of inspection. Those who rise in Arab, while in Malacca, Malaysia, it is preferentially held in the dry season of the
really fantastic session, I have to say. I would like to ask you, in your experience, right? Of course, the preparation, the conduct of the festival takes a lot of time, a lot of people are involved, I guess to a large extent on a voluntary basis. So have you seen over the last years, over the last decades, a change in community participation? Like, is it more challenging to attract the younger generation, right, to get inspired by this type of culture and involvement? Is it a steady development? Can you say anything about it? How community participation has changed over the last years in your experience?
All right. Whenever Wangkang is declared, will have Wangkang in Malacca. The Malacca community realizes this. When Wangkang, when we will have Wangkang means there will be something not so good happening, and we feel relieved because Ongya will be helping us to solve this problem. Okay. Those days, it is is a lot of Baba Nyonya and Hokkien people who come and do, but decline. That's one. Number two, whenever we have got isolated program, each program, whenever we invite youngsters, like for example, school military band, 24 season drum, the school will have to tell me, I have to practically choose students because so many of them want to come. A lot of people are very interested.
Yeah, wonderful, great to hear. I'm sure also our students will have a few questions now.
For you, there's like they can't hear you. Oh.
Okay, the first one is like, usually who are the one who build the boat? I mean like the one that you call, you pray for them or how? Then for the second one, is there any exact size for the boat? Like, oh, this year have to be this size, the next year have to be this size, or like any, size for that one. And also for the third one, is there any certain place for you to burn the, you will burn the wood at the end, right? Is there any certain place for you to burn the wood itself? And if yes, I'm so sorry for asking this, but I'm just curious with this. Is there any like consider about the pollution of the water and the air? Yeah, because like burning some things. Because there's not like I saw it near the beach, right? So maybe about the water pollution or like because the air pollution and everything's like that. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Our shipbuilder is actually a contractor. He's not a shipbuilder. He build house. He plays with cement. All right. So in short, he had no experience building ship. Okay. But whether you like it or not, neither do I have any experience about this. Besides reading up, another way is actually meditating and whenever I felt lost, I don't think, I just sleep. And Ongya will come and tell me in my sleep, solve for me all my problem in my sleep. And when I wake up, I know how to do. So how nice, if let's say we have got that Ongya to help us answering all our exam during all our questions during exam, right? Exact size. Yes. Ongya will normally tell us what is the width, what is the length, and what is the height. Okay. So the last one in 2020 it was 31 feet. 31 feet. The length of the ship is 31 feet. And every time when a new one comes built, it has to be a bit longer than the previous one. So this year, the total width of the ship, I can tell you now, is 31.5 feet. Okay? Alright. Pollution, you have to talk about open burning. Once you have got open burning, you will never get UNESCO status. Okay? Once this causes pollution, you will never get. So how do we solve these things? We still have to burn, right? Because at the end of the day, it was burning. But before burning, you must understand the practice. Before we choose to burn, those days in the 18 something, we actually let go that ship in an open sea. In Taiwan, there are many of the temples in Taiwan still having ship that was let go from China. So the arrangement is this. Now I have already done on my side terrain and I invite all the good brothers to come up to ship and then I will send it to open sea. Active trade route in the world. We just let go our ship to the unknown. Definitely we use the word unknown, but we will know they will land in Indonesia for sure one. Dumai. you might will get it, definitely send off what we believe and what our practice. Okay? So, we also foresee, in China now they face this problem to the biggest landowner by the seaside, like this KAJ, you know, the Pulau Melaka developers, and then ask her, and she willingly gave 1 acre of her land by the seaside to Ongya to make a permanent sending off place. So next time, no matter how developed the whole place is, that place is our permanent sending off place. Okay? We have already put our, on to your left hand side, you will see monument, that is that piece of land. Just by the seaside, that will be our permanent sending off place to settle a future development issue. We embedded it or we close it with sand. So it will or how do we communicate with them? Okay. Those days, we have what we call the tangchi. Tangchi. You know what is tangchi? Tangchi is, guess what happened to you? Will you start, oh, yeah, or you will run away? You will run away. You will never believe that that is Hongya, you will believe that that is ghost. Because you believe you don't know how to write name in Chinese. Their own name, they don't know how to write. How pathetic, isn't it? But Baba, a lot of them, they don't know what. Understand? They can speak, but they don't know how to write. They can speak, also speak Hokkien. Alright. These two can start writing poem in Mandarin. Okay.
So just now you mentioned that in Malacca itself you have 7 Ongya. Am I right? Yeah. And then does that mean that in different countries they have different Ongyas, or is it the same Ongyas around the world?
We got, even within Malacca town, there are few Tihu Ongya temples. Okay? So are they all the same Tihu Ongya? My answer is in affirmative. They should be the same Tihu Ongya. If they want to go, they can be there. You know? We are solving problems for people who are out of this area.
When you submit the documents, right, is UNESCO going to send a committee to come over to recce the process or looking at the venue or whatever? So, right, so this is the first question. The second question is when I start looking at the information about this festival, I also realized that it involves some Baba Nyonya community into it. So I wonder how actually Baba Nyonya community involved, or it's actually happened far from those ancestors, the Baba Nyonya community already there, or what? And somehow how it's landed.
Thank you. Wrong, as I said, maybe during 2020, it was during COVID, but I was put to understand that it is entirely through that dossier that we sent that the evaluation took place. Each side, yes, someone was sent, someone of Chinese descent from America was sent down. And then the person in charge is my direct superior. At that time, he is known as YB Gan Tian Lu. Cultural heritage is about practicing heritage. Yeah? Intangible means you cannot touch, but you practice. Right. The Baba Nyonya community since those days, before Japan invasion, known to be the Chinese leader in Malaysia. We were the rich and the famous then. We were then very rich. We were then famous too. Right? Why? Why we were the rich and the famous? We were involved with a lot of tin mining, with this rubber planting in big scales. These are all done by the Babas. Then, Chinese community that we see here today, to the Baba, we call them newcomers, 新客, or in Baba language. And you know, just now I talked to you about the Cai Lian, 对, Cai Lian baju, all with real diamond, start on it, yes. And the Baba way of praying, even on our Onyas.
Until 2001. So it's a long period of time where you don't have all this. So how actually you all retrieve like all this craftsmanship, the ceremony process, and the details of all these things? I mean, in terms of all these craftsmanships, details, ceremonies, processions, and all this.
It took him more than 5 years already. Still not ready.
Proud that Malaysia will have this kind of festival. How are you going to plan for your successor?
Tomorrow, okay? What have you done, or what will you be doing to make sure that this practice will go on? Okay, I'm proud to announce that. Okay. Number one, we have built one museum where we can learn our past, and we have this auditorium where we can chart our future. We plan in future, if let's say we have got, rapid development, we will still be able to send off our wangkang by having a permanent sending off place. Always bring our children. It's useless, if let's say we come, old men come, but our children stay at home. We always bring our children to join in whatever activity that the temple has. That we should start a youth camp, youth education for the young one. You tell your sisters, your siblings, oh, this one is this one is that. So that's why I'm more than happy. I have never turned away any request to understand Malacca. Never. Okay?
After this, you will.
I will bring you to outside.
Okay, because you have such a nice screen-like ambient, and thank you for having this Sunway University name on it. So before we, of course, we haven't ended the tour, but we would like to. Yeah, I would like to borrow this opportunity to
Okay.